can have bars open. You can have restaurants open. You can have casinos open. Casinos, number one. Casinos, that's the devil's work. You can have casinos open. But you can't have churches open. That bothered me. As of today, Amy Coney Barrett, thank God we got her into the Supreme Court, sided with 5 other judges, so we got a 5-4 vote, and God only knows why the other 4 didn't go with it. John Roberts said, any public health official that says that that's what needs to be done, needs to be done. John Roberts, I hate to disappoint you, but Andrew Cuomo, the one who was the defendant in this case, is not a public health official. He's a frickin' governor. When the hell did you ever take a governor and make him a public health official? The guy ain't a doctor. He has no clue what's going on. He has never had a clue what's going on. He just got a frickin' Emmy for not knowing what was going on, but did such a great job letting everybody else know how dumb he really was. Are you frickin' serious? But in today's Supreme Court, they said, okay, people are now allowed to go to church. The Hasidic Jews in New York City filed a case against Andrew Cuomo, Mario's little frickin' moron. Mario Cuomo, or governor, this one, he sucks. But they went against Andrew Cuomo and said, hey, you know what? You can't do it. You got to let these guys go back to church. You cannot block the church. That is in the Constitution. It's always been in the Constitution. So is the Second Amendment there, Mario's little moron, Andy. You've been taking that away from us for years with your SAFE Act and everything else you've been trying to pull. So, you know, I don't agree with anything you do, and I don't agree with anything about you. I'll be honest with you. You either need to be voted out or taken out, one or the other, and because you think you're a mob guy and you're a ruler and you're Italian, good luck, man, because I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for Mayor Giuliani, when he ran this state, your ass could be taken out by the mob. Maybe we should let Mayor Giuliani rescind what he said before and let them all come back. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. I don't like you, and I know there's many other New Yorkers that don't like you as well. You got New York City sold up, so does de Blasio, that's fine. We don't care. You got all your metropolitan areas sold up, that's fine. We don't care. Come play around in our countryside, and then let's see where we play. We're not the same people. We don't play the same games. But thank God, the Supreme Court let it go back to church. People can go back to church. So this goes to Governor Newsom out in California. Open them back up. You are not allowed to have them closed. The Supreme Court just ruled that is your precedence. You have to let it happen. Whitmer, open them up. Has to let it happen. Lightfoot, open them up. Has to let it happen. In any other state that thinks that they can close the church just based on the fact that they think they got everything down about COVID, where they can regulate what goes on in churches and what goes on in people's lives, it don't work that way. We're ready to step up. We're ready to step out. And I'll be honest with you, you got 2 choices now. If you run any government part of this country where you are a Democrat especially, you got 2 choices. Either you step up and you let things go back to normal, or you step out, because we're coming back. We're not gonna keep sitting back. We're not gonna keep waiting. We're fed up with the wait. We're fed up with the wait. New York City's seen it just recently with the gym owner. And the restaurant owners that were in that gym having a business meeting at the time that had nothing to do with general public. The gym wasn't even open. He ripped up a $15,000 fine in front of your face, which was illegally posted to the door. You cannot tack, you cannot tape, you must hand deliver. Wasn't hand delivered, it was taped to his door. He had every right to rip it up because it was an illegal fine. Besides that, it was an illegal attempt to try to go in and shut him down. by New York City Health Department and by New York City police officers and everything else. That was wrong. God stand with all of our sheriff's departments now that are saying, you know what, we are not going to stand behind Cuomo in this 10-person per family unit in a house rule for today, Thanksgiving, because that is unconstitutional. And if any sheriff has a question about the constitutionality of it, I ask him to reach out to me. I would be more than happy to share that with you. Be more than happy to share that with you. Our Constitution, our way of life, is not to be taken for granted. And anybody that seems to think that they're going to give it up for a little bit of freedom because of COVID or whatever reason you think you got it going on with, wake up, because this is not the end. Y'all have a good night. That's my rant.